You got some energy drinks in you, Eric?
Not really, but close enough.
Okay, Clayton,
right.
Clayton, do your thing.
Are we good?
Yeah, man, do your thing.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome to the Unusual Suspects podcast. My name is Clayton T. Stewart.
He always does that gay voice. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nelson Mayer.
Fuck it, I'm not doing that. I'm Eric Hazelhurst.
Perfect. And shut up.
I love it.
Okay, so this is episode 2. Apparently people liked it, so...
Yeah, weird. I fucking hated it. I said, hey, listen to this. It sucks. So don't worry about telling me what a piece of shit it is. And they got back to me and said, you're wrong. It's good.
Yeah, so
Go figure.
You were wrong, and...
Maybe they're just wrong and stupid. The listeners are stupid. They don't
just
know
have
what's good
poor
for them.
choice.
That's right.
Poor taste.
We weren't going to do this tonight because Eric almost fucked it up, sitting there saying, I'm tired and I need some energy drink, Jimmy.
It's a fucking addiction.
It is. I got the perfect way to start this podcast. You guys ready?
God, all right.
I'm a diabetic, so that means I have to pee every 5 minutes. I'm going to go rock a piss and let you guys fly solo. That's how we start the podcast.
Wow, all right. He actually went to the washroom.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's got to fucking pee or piss you on your chair. You don't want that.
Okay, well, this is probably where we should have started. Anyways, how you doing, Eric?
I'm doing good, mostly. Just fucking living the dream of broke.
living the comedian dream, which usually means being broke, waiting to do your next show, and prepping for the various open mics that you usually attend. Is that a fair assessment?
Probably suicidal thoughts in there as well.
We just assume those are there. Now that we've completely brought the podcast down, yes, comics are actually very serious people, and when they're not making you laugh, they're thinking of ways to die. And we're back.
I even washed my hands, but not because I give a shit, but I just thought maybe like they'd pick it up on the thing, the toilet flush, and the tap didn't go, and I thought, I don't want people to think I'm a gross pig, even though I am. So,
Gotcha.
We're good to go?
Yeah, we're talking about suicide, so you came back at a
real happy point.
Yeah.
How did that come up? We're talking about Eric's lifetime. That was mean. I shouldn't have said that.
It's very true, though.
Just nailed it. Wasn't even in the room for it. Really? Just nailed it right off the bat.
All right, so Eric, you're sad. I have a counseling background. I can help with this. What's going on?
He does have counseling background.
Premature ejaculation.
Surprisingly not.
You shoot all over yourself.
Surprisingly not. That's
how the fuck did we get? This is a comedy podcast.
Let's
follow this with abortion. I think.
Fair.
Okay. Okay. What's the suicide issue? Let's talk about.
Well, there's not an actual issue. It's just he's like, oh, you're living the dream. You're broke. You're this. You're that. I'm like, in
fairness, he said living the dream. So just so we're all clear.
Yeah. But, I mean, you got to throw in the suicidal thoughts when you say broke, jobless, hungry.
You have to? You just made a blanket statement about everybody on social assistance. You should all kill yourself, according to Eric Hazelhurst.
I don't think half is part of that, but we're glad that you're still with us, Eric, and you have people that love you. Not us, but not us, no.
Okay.
But I'm sure there's someone out there who would be upset if you were gone. That legally clears me if he does something after the podcast, yes?
I don't know. You handed him a pack of raisin plates. I don't know what that means. A few minutes ago, before we started recording this, I was coughing, and Eric offered me a fisherman's friend. Do you remember he offered me a fisherman's friend? I do remember that. Yeah. And earlier when I got into his car, he told me that he was sucking on a fisherman's friend. And I didn't realize it was a lodgings. I just thought he was very popular down by the wharf.
Well, that too, but...
Maybe that's the source of the suicidal tendencies. He's now doing stuff for money that he never thought he would.
Who said never thought I would? I was a child prostitute back then.
That's true. I don't think we ever got into that.
I can't believe you want to talk about that. Of all the things you said, we can't talk about things and you want to cut them out. The taste of somebody's nipples. We won't talk about that. Or did I just do it? I don't know. We'll cut it, right? We'll cut it.
I think we're fine.
Either way, we didn't say who we were talking about.
Yeah, there were no names.
Yeah, Mark Robert. Anyway, fuck, where was I going with that? I'm so ADHD. Your job to bring back on track.
He was telling us of things he's done for money.
Child prostitute.
Yeah.
So we were talking about road trip stories, and we might get into that a little more in this episode, right?
Yeah, I think that's the general direction we want to head.
So one of the best road trip stories I have involves a trip that I took out to Alberta with Eric and a comic named Dave Weasel, and Garrett was there, and whoever the fuck else, doesn't matter, they weren't important. Eric tells us on the road trip that somebody paid him for sexual things when he was younger.
Okay.
So I said, "Oh, that makes you a prostitute, you dirty little whore." And we all laughed and teased him about that. And that's when he added that he was younger. He was like 15 years old or some shit.
Would you like to elaborate on the paying for...
No, I don't want to hear a story. It's not as cool as it sounds, and we just let it hang in the air. Like, you're thinking that he got banged in the ass by somebody for like $10. I like to leave that hang. But... So, no, you don't even get to rebuttal. No, you don't get to. So then he tells us he was a kid. So then we're like, oh, that means you were a child prostitute. Okay, that's not the best part of the story. Okay. Best part of the story is then Dave and I decide for the rest of the trip, we're going to pimp him out and try to sell him. Even if we can just get like $2 for somebody to get a hug off him, we don't care. We're going to sell him for whatever we could.
God, okay.
And we did a bunch of shows, we're in a bunch of bars, and we approached a whole lot of women.
Yeah.
And it's a couple dudes.
I was going to say.
Nobody wanted to pay for anything from Eric until one night somebody paid us a few bucks.
Yeah.
And Eric did something with them. We won't elaborate what it was.
Oh, wow.
But we got some money. Bucks. Yes. And I don't think we gave him a dime. We just split it. We made $1.50 each, Dave and I. Nice. That's the going rate for an Eric Hazelhurst something. We won't elaborate what it is. If you want to know more, contact me, and I will set it up for a very small fee. A very small fee.
Jesus. And this is all jokes because it's a comedy podcast. If the police are listening. So you sold him on...
Like the police aren't the number one customers of prostitution in this city. Come on, let's be honest.
I mean, we love and respect our Winnipeg Police Department. Anywho.
I don't, I'm brown.
I'm saying there's 2 brown people on this podcast. We gotta play nice.
Yeah.
And they might shoot through Eric, because I'm definitely using him as a human meat shield when they start shooting. So, speaking of shooting, we were
a bullet wouldn't even puncture you deep enough to hit anything major, Clayton. This is going to sit in the roll. Hey, speaking of which, I'm just in your bathroom right there. I thought it was funny to note that the Star Wars magazine was on top of the porno mags that you have back there, which leads me to believe that the last time you were in there, you decided to forego the masturbation in favor of the... Or maybe you didn't. Maybe that's your kick. Maybe it was like a Jedi versus Sith thing, and you were just cranking it. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Change the subject.
I masturbate to Duel of the Fates. Anyways.
I think you really do.
Anyways, we were talking earlier, because we all are poor, broke comedians, of ways to get money. Because we were, we're all in a place where we would definitely do things for money that we're not proud of.
Well, I've already tried to sell Eric on this podcast, so that's step one. Maybe we can get a few bucks that way.
I think we've got a new revenue stream in that, and I think, if as long as...
How far would you go for money, Eric? Let's pretend that one person that is in your life that matters more than anything else isn't listening right now. Yeah. Don't let her listen. Yeah, be a man. Tell her she's not allowed. You remember earlier you were talking about how you don't let her do anything until dinner's ready and the dishes have been done?
Never said that. Didn't he say that?
Because we're judging and we're like, that is the most misogynistic, disgusting thing I've ever heard. That's
quite
disrespectful
frankly,
towards women.
I was
offended on behalf of womankind everywhere that Eric said that. But anyway, how far would you go for money? Let's talk turkey here.
Yeah.
Depending on the amount of money, it would be disturbing on how far I would go.
$5 for a handy?
Fuck, what the hell do you think I am? A fucking North End kid still?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm not. I have a little bit of class.
Okay, so we're going to 15?
Well, child prostitution aside, and Eric's dirty, busted asshole aside that we're not going to sell, I thought we should rob a bank. We should do that. We rob a bank.
That was your legitimate suggestion to us.
Yeah, it was my legitimate. But my problem was, like, I got really excited about it, and I thought if I'm going to rob a bank, for some reason I want to wear a cape.
Yes,
that's what I'm going to do. That's important. And in fact, even for not robbing a bank, people used to wear capes back in the day, right?
Yeah.
We should bring that shit back. We should start wearing capes. I just want to wear a cape.
Funnily enough, I have a cape, but that was for my magic act.
Fucking knew he would.
What the fuck?
But, okay, here's the thing. If we legitimately wanted to rob a bank, which I doubt we could pull off, but if we actually wanted...
If Clayton had to run, holy shit.
Well,
it'd be worth getting caught just to see you actually run, and hopefully you would fall down. Can we somehow link this so they can watch the video of you falling down the hill, which is the greatest thing in the history of the world?
Really enjoy that video.
I love it. Down. If we robbed a bank, you would fall.
But here's the thing. Let's weigh the pros and cons. Let's think of pro. Obviously, we would get a lot of money, but
no, we don't go in there because look, neither one of us is gonna fucking run. Okay, both tubs of shit. Let's be honest. Call a spade a spade. Okay, what we have to do for this is we send him in, right, and he just hands them a note saying that somebody's gonna kill his puppy or something. You know what I mean?
I like it.
That way, it's all him on the hook. And look at him; he could probably run pretty good, right?
Yeah, I can run.
Right? And then plus he gets to act like he's not even in on it. See, it's fucking brilliant.
Oh yeah, and he has plausible deniability. Just says that these two guys forced him to do this, and
Clayton Googled that word. I think Eric lives his entire life going through a state of plausible deniability.
Just like my parents on the raising us.
He has that look on his face that's plausible
$15 a hop. Anywho, so I think we can agree as a group that robbing a bank would probably not end well for any of us.
Yeah, and I'm bored of this conversation. Let's change subject. I ruin your podcast every fucking time. This is boring shit.
It's like wrestling a live bear every single time. It's like
I would pay to see that.
Me or him?
Him wrestling a bear?
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
I hate you guys. I can see it in your faces. You're picturing it right now.
Yeah, I think it'd be an even match as far as weight class goes. You know, the fucking poor bear would have to bulk up, get ready for the match.
You guys suck.
Sorry.
Anyways, so we want to go into... we also, I don't know how much detail we want to go into, but we also might be doing something like a recorded thing for the thing.
That's a secret.
But we wanted to go over ideas, what we would do, future comedy skits and
for a TV show.
For a TV show, yes.
That we're probably going to be doing.
That we might be doing, yes.
Probably.
It's looking very good that we will be doing a TV show.
Unless Eric fucks it up.
Eric will probably fuck it up.
We're making arrangements for him to sleep with one of the producers.
I like how at the beginning of this we legitimately told Eric that he should like hop in the conversation more. I don't think we've let him talk.
Well, let's bring him in on board because I want to talk about that.
I'm really not liking the idea of me having to sleep with a producer. Come on. This is Winnipeg TV, not even like good TV.
Ollie is a very loving dude.
He will cuddle you afterwards.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't cuddle him afterwards.
No, I don't think he would.
He would use you up like a dirty piece of tissue. He'd throw you in a corner to cry.
He'd ride you hard and fast and put you out.
I'm sure he'll appreciate
That's a really frightening thought, actually.
Okay, let's bring Eric into the podcast now. This is Mr. Eric Hazelherpes, and he would... sorry, I fucked up his name. What did I say?
Hazelherpes.
Hazelhurst. I got it right. Hazelhurst.
They
how
call
your
him
name
the
is spelled
Hurst.
fucked up, by the way? Because your name is spelled Hazelhurst.
I don't fucking know. What, you think I actually fucking spelled that shit like that?
Redneck Terrence.
Yeah.
Hazelhurst.
Fourth
They
generation
told me it
inbreeding.
was pronounced Hazelhurst.
Everyone does my name Meyer because of the Oscar Mayer Wiener commercials.
Yeah.
Drives me fucking crazy.
May hate you.
Because I think my name is spelt Mayer, isn't it? Mayer. That's Mayer in any fucking place in the world.
It is very spelt the way it is.
That's right. But every time fucking people announce me, even I've had people that have worked with me for years go up and say, "Welcome to stage, Nelson Meyer." Fucking Chris Basso, talking to you prick. Because he'll listen to this eventually.
Yeah.
Call me fucking Meyer 3 shows in a row.
Well, he was specifically doing that to call you a wiener.
Well, he did that later. First, it was just him fucking up. And then after that, he was doing that shit on purpose every time because he knew it pissed me off.
Yes,
Anyways,
and good for you, Chris.
Let's give him a plug. Chris Basso, check him out on Facebook. That's all he has. He has nothing else important because he's not important. But he's got the Gypsy Cooking Show, which is awesome. He sits in his van and he fucking cooks things with a lighter.
Yeah.
Watch it. Eric Hazelherpes, let's bring you back into the show. You went to LA, that's before I met you? Before I met you?
I lived out there for about 4 months.
And you're like a Mexican. You're like
I'm part, yes.
Cholo!
Beaner. You're a fucking Beaner. I love Beaner. Is that racist? Can we be racist on our podcast?
I don't think anyone else
Nobody listens.
cares.
So it's fine.
Yeah.
Plus everybody that listens thinks I'm Mexican.
So
you're part Beaner.
A little bit, yeah.
Cool.
I'm just shocked whenever we cross the border as a group.
When you go to LA, do you eat guacamole?
I'm not a guacamole fan.
What kind of fucking Beaner are you?
That's
terrible.
surprising.
Have you ever had guacamole in LA? Did I make you eat it when we were there?
You gave me some of the best guacamole I've ever had when I was
I'm not talking about slang for sperm now. I'm talking about real guacamole.
Oh, all right.
See, I actually haven't had LA guacamole. I had the shit we have in Winnipeg.
Oh, that's not good.
No. You don't eat that shit.
No, that's terrible. The stuff in Winnipeg is garbage. What you have to do, what I love, is I love guacamole in LA. You have to go to LA and you have to get it made by like a real Mexican. But not even a Mexican that's allowed to be there, right? No, you got to get a fucking Mexican that's an illegal. Clayton, you can laugh. You're allowed. You got to get an illegal to make you fucking guacamole while you're standing there with a phone and fucking immigration on speed dial saying this shit better taste good or I'm fucking getting you deported, you piece of shit. And then they'll make you the most incredible. I've done it. I'm just saying. They'll make you the best guacamole you've ever had in your life. That's how you got to do it.
How have you not been stabbed yet?
Nothing tastes better than fear.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is
I've been stabbed.
It is a rare delicacy. Yeah, you're assuming a lot there by saying he's never been stabbed. I mean, first off, he's native.
I've been stabbed. My brother.
Whoa.
My brother stabbed me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stabbed me in the leg. Fuck him if he ever listens to this. It was an accident, he'll claim. But he stabbed me in the leg. Just a little bit. Just the tip.
Oh, I mean, that's not just a native thing. My brother did it to me, too.
So it's a beaner thing. Or is it the redneck side of you guys?
Probably redneck.
Probably a filthy North End thing.
This podcast is gonna. Holy fuck!
What the fuck was that?
I grew up in the South End, like the God made me to.
Yeah, you're a fucking.
Oh yeah, we should talk about how he's like a fucking fake guy with a fucking British accent there. He just likes to.
I like how low class Eric got all of a sudden. Yeah, we should talk how fucking fake the fucking guy is.
Suburban piece of shit. Yeah,
yes,
you're supposed to be Aboriginal, but you're this giant white dude raised in the suburbs by a British lady
with the British accent,
who, by the size of you, made sure that a spoonful of sugar helped everything go down. How are you not diabetic?
I don't know, but we actually proved that not too long ago that I wasn't, and it made you sad for a lot.
Yeah.
That was fun. I was raised British. I was raised by a little British lady. If my Aboriginal dad hadn't skedaddled when I was born, who knows how that would have turned out. But as it was, first few years of my life, I grew up with a British accent in the south end of Winnipeg, as the Lord intended. So, yeah, maybe it's just maybe stabbing is something that happens all the time in the north end. But
God had nothing to do with you being here. It was all poorly planned pull-up technique.
It really was. And I know where it happened, too.
It's gross. My mom, do you know where you conceived?
I don't want to know where I was conceived.
It was probably.
But you assume it's in a house, right? Like you assume that.
Look at Eric. There's no way it was in a house.
I was gonna say I've met my dad. It's probably not somewhere in a house or anything like that either.
Well, for the longest time I assumed that I was conceived in a house, as you would, and then found out that I was conceived in a patch of grass just off of Clayton Drive.
And that's how you got your name.
That is not how I got my name.
That's what she tells you. Come on, put two and two together. Fuck. Yeah.
Anywho, so we were talking about road stories.
Yeah, and podcasts really suck. I still feel that.
Yeah,
this has been kind of fun. By the time I listen to it, I'll probably hate it again.
Yep.
I really like the idea of keeping these at like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna keep all of this, which I think for the most part it's good, one shot, right? We got about 2 minutes to wrap this shit up because I'm getting twitchy.
He's getting OCD about it. So that's gonna bring us to a
Here comes the voice. So that's been another episode of the Unusual Suspects podcast. I'm Clayton T. Stewart. Well, that's what I wanted to talk about how fucking Eric was going to leave.
Oh,
and we're going to do the podcast without him.
Then. Yeah, this little bonus tidbit. Cause it's
the Scooby-Doo shit.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to do that. So he said he's going to leave, and you very politely said, well, we don't need you anyway, you piece of shit. And I said, well, we can just we can just pretend to be Eric, so you can cut away and be like, so what do you think about that, Eric? And I'll just do an Eric voice, and I'll be like, well, I don't really know much. I think maybe we should defer to Nelson on that one. And I was like, I don't know why I'm doing that voice. That's not even my Eric voice. And I don't even know I can't even do the other voice I went into, but you said I was doing a Scooby-Doo thing.
It did sound very Scooby-Doo.
I don't know. Maybe that's Nelson.
That's my Eric. That's how I hear Eric anyway.
Yeah. All right, so
let's end on that.
So from our mystery gang.
Comes the voice.
Now I'm all self-conscious about it, but fuck it, I'm going to do it anyways. So before we go, I just want to say that if you're in the Winnipeg area and want to check out live comedy, we have a show every Sunday at Shannon's Irish Pub and Eatery. That's 175 Carlton. Performance Anxiety happens every Sunday night from 7 till whenever we finish. Totally free, lots of comics, some of the best and worst performers in town. We'll let you decide which is which. And there's going to be more shows coming, so stay tuned to the podcast. We have lots of announcements. Like we said, the TV show is pretty much a go at this point. We've got other stuff that's coming down the pipeline.
Ollie, fucking just say goodbye.
we'll be letting you know as it happens. So that'll wrap it up for the Unusual Suspects podcast. My name is Clayton T. Stewart.
And I'm Eric Razors.
Fuck you, Nelson. Like and subscribe us on YouTube.
Who are you?
He already said Eric, I said Nelson.
The Unusual Suspects.
We are the Unusual Suspects. We all hate each other in a weird way.
No, I love you, Eric. I want to sell you for $5. And I'm out of here. My ride's here. Take care.